Good morning, Twitch.tv. Good morning to YouTube as well. And of course, good morning, Mini Motorways. Let's go to Tokyo. Let's move my microphone. We get double roundabouts and only one motorway today. Oh boy. Oh, Tokyo's gonna be mean. I see we're still, we really stretched out that motorway budget on Tuesday. We had all the motorways we could ask for and then some in Beijing, but then it was none yesterday and it's just the one today. And oof. All right, well, maybe tomorrow we will find room in the budget for a couple extra highways. If we're good, if we're disciplined today and we don't What? You're just going to spawn just like that? Okay. You know what? I think this is fine. I think this is just A-okay. You coming in like this. This is going to work. All right. So we'll maintain one business, one road for just a little bit longer. I think those pinks are going to be okay. Unless that building goes circular. If that building goes circular, then we might have an issue. But until then, it's just going to be, one guy lives next to work, drives every day because he's a goddamn American, even though he lives in Tokyo. Let's take another bridge. Bridges are going to be very important, obviously. We've got this island here, this island here. There's another big landmass way off to the east. So we're going to need some bridges. All right. Let's do that. Actually, let's do that. That's going to look nicer. You can do that. Good morning, Jer. This guy here, I guess. No, you can go there. That's fine. Nobody's ever going to come out of this house and do... Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. That's not the end of the world. It's the end of one business, one road. But it's not the end of the world. We'll send these pinks up along here, and they'll grab that house. That'll be okay. More reason to keep a third blue here just because there's going to be a little bit of traffic right here as, pink guy comes out of here, tries to turn left. So, something to keep an eye on. You know what we haven't done in a while here on the channel is gush about how great last night's episode of AEW Dynamite was. And to be perfectly honest, for the past 6 weeks or so, 6 weeks, couple of months, I don't want to say Dynamite has been bad, because Dynamite has not been bad. Jer might not be talkative today, still pretty sleepy, and you don't have to be up till 8:30. Well, that's... Hey, I'm glad you're here, Jer. Even if you're just watching, it still makes the number go up. And I'm not saying number go up make brain feel better. There we go. Sports Pun is here for the All Elite chat, and because its internal clock is broken, Summer's Harvest is here. Good morning, Summer's Harvest. Been a while since we saw you. Welcome back. Glad to have you. All right. Where was I going with this? Oh, yes. Well, first of all, I'm actually going to redraw all of these supplementary blue guys, because, oops, I absolutely did not need to kill that tree. But that's okay. Anyway, now we have a nice straight blue road. I have 4 bridges. I'm going to take a couple traffic lights just to have them. Oh, look, there's our mandatory, this thing going up to here. It is Tokyo after all. We were pretty much guaranteed to get that road. Okay. Summer's Harvest will probably be here for around an hour. Well, my friend, we will not. Good Morning Mini Motorways is a quick little show. Probably go for another, definitely less than 55 minutes because I have an absolute rock hard out of 8 a.m. because that's when I start work. If I'm still streaming on Twitch at 8 a.m., something has gone terribly wrong. Or I've taken the day off work, which I did on Monday. I did not take today off work, so we're going to be out of here by 8. Anyway, I actually had a thing I wanted to talk about. Like I was saying, we haven't been talking about how super terrific, awesome, and great AEW Dynamite has been for the past few weeks because, It hasn't been. It hasn't been bad. Like, it's been going on 2 years now since there was a legitimately, truly bad episode of AEW Dynamite. That having been said, for the most part, for the last 6 weeks or so, your typical episode of AEW Dynamite has been fine, good, some good solid professional wrestling, can see where they're going with the storytelling, they're going about it in a good way. There's fun, creative, interesting characters who, for the most part, I enjoy watching and want to see fight, sorta. But it's not set the world on fire stuff, for whatever reason. Last night's episode of AEW Dynamite set the goddamn world on fucking fire. It ruled. Last night's episode of AEW Dynamite might have been the best episode of Dynamite this year. It might have been the best episode of Dynamite in longer than this year. It was, and I shall say this again, fucking excellent. Alright. Now this guy over here did go circular, which is not great. However, we do have a bunch of interesting pink support for him. So, it might not actually be the end of the world. We got this guy right here. Let's take another bridge, because I've burned a couple. You know what I could do, just to keep myself sane? Well, first of all, we can run this pink guy as the last line of support for this. Okay, I was thinking I might put a traffic light right here and connect like this tile to this tile, but that has some potential drawbacks. Like it could mean that this house tries to send traffic to this circle, which we don't want. Absolutely do not want. So let's not do that. Meantime, this building exists, which is annoying, particularly without roundabouts, without motorways, rather. Now I do have one motorway. It's a very strong argument to be made, and actually I think I'm going to make that argument. That the thing to do is to take my one motorway and swing my, Okay, why did you... I just drew you while the thing was paused. Why can't you let me redraw? Whatever. Anyway. Let's bring you up to here. You are going to go out there, I think. And into here. Kill the tree for no reason? No, let's not kill the tree for no reason. There. So you dark blue guys, go support that dark blue business. You are getting the motorway. That's what's happening here. Alright. Give me the motorway. You three, just swing into there, please. Thank you. Nice smooth entry into that business. The tree lives to die in the future. That's the best we can all hope for, right, Sports Bun? Alright. Oh, this guy here just went... That's mean. I don't like that. Alright. Well, presumably there are going to be more blue guys spawning in a second here. Yeah, I was kind of assuming that we weren't going to have to... Weren't going to have to get anything done with this guy. Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, my one little pink business went... No! No, that's not fair. No, we can't have that. Alright, give me more traffic lights. I'm not complicating these matters with a roundabout. Okay, well, shit. Alright, here. Let's bring this guy over to here. If you want to be right there, we'll do a traffic light there. So you can come in here and turn right against it to get back. That's going to be fine. You probably need some additional support. So you know what? Here, take some additional support. You do that. So this house right here can be hopefully the second line of defense, getting traffic over to you. You, right there, we're going to do the same thing, actually. You're going to point out here, but also we're going to do a traffic light right there. Okay. Now, hopefully, there are going to be more blue and pink spawns in here. So yeah, your typical episode of Dynamite for the last 6 weeks or so. Just fine, solid, some good but not outstanding wrestling, some hot but not molten crowds, some fun but not amazing storylines, that sort of thing. No, last night's episode of Dynamite just fucking ruled. Just fucking ruled. You had a pretty damn hot crowd, reminiscent of typical early days AEW crowd where everybody was over and everything got a major reaction. And you just had some fucking amazing stuff happening. You had some guys, you had a whole bunch of debuts, for one, in back-to-back segments. You had the AEW debut of Switchblade Jay White, who is, I am reliably told, a very good professional wrestler. And then you had the AEW debut of Keith Lee, who is... Keith Lee is a marvel of something. I'm not even entirely sure what he's a marvel of, but he's a fucking marvel. Not letting the crowd cool with the Brandy segment helps. Hey, the crowd is hot for Brandy segments. The crowd is very, very hot when Brandy Rhodes is in the ring. And not just because Brandy Rhodes is gay, but the crowd gets hot for Brandy Rhodes segments. They're just not always great. Those people fucking hate them some Brandy Rhodes. Anyway, you come over to here. Let's just run a bridge that does that. I don't know if that's a great bridge, but it's an interesting bridge, and it lets us make this road happen, which actually might not be the best thing. Let's make that road happen instead. Okay. Plus, having this guy here means something. These two will come down to here, so this house is probably less taxed getting over to here, which is good. Okay. Are we okay here for now? How's this looking? This might not be great. Should I replace that with a roundabout? Can I sneak a roundabout in there? I probably can sneak a roundabout in there. I don't know if I want to. It might not be the worst idea, actually. Get more traffic flowing in this direction. Yeah, if I can put one roundabout right in here, that might be the end of the world. That might be the actual end of my world. We'll see. In the meantime, let's point all y'all. I think you here are gonna need to be redrawn. You come down. No. Interesting. What do you want to do? You go there. You go straight down here. Traffic light there. Now I have 30 road tiles and 1 bridge, but I think that doesn't matter. I think I'm just okay. Because I think I can just do this. That's a big, long, stupid road, but it's hardly the biggest, longest, or stupidest that I've ever drawn. So you go down there, everybody go, and traffic light right here. You're going to have to turn left against that traffic light, which is not ideal, but, one does what one must. Anyway, yellow guy's here, not terribly happy. It is Sunday, though, so I'm going to just not do anything for a day, and we're going to see what happens. Come here. Go there. Give me my 2 roundabouts and 30 road pieces. Now, before we do anything with that, I've got yellow guys here. You can point out that away, please. Thank you. You need to get that away, and you need to get here. Why don't you just do that? Thank you. With a traffic light right there. Now, I was thinking, can I get a roundabout in here? Which is probably a disastrous thought, and fortunately, if you are of the school of thought that says that is a disastrous thought, the answer to the question, can I get a roundabout in here, is no. No, I can't. So that's good. Maybe. do think that wasn't a terrible idea for a roundabout, but, you know. Anyway, you know what let's do? Here's an idea. Let's make getting over here a less arduous task for these guys. That might be a bad idea that I just had. Killing that tree was mean, but if I do that, these pink guys are going to turn here, and then they're going to turn left against this light at a terrible angle. Those are all strong points against doing what I just did. Let's see how quickly it ruins everything. Maybe it won't. Because in theory, these two blue guys just become the primary support for this circle, and there's less traffic going through this light. So I'm at least willing to entertain the thought that that's a good thing to do. You three need to come up here, and yeah, we can probably get you onto this road. If I do that, that's not going to be the end of the world. And that's going to stop you turning left against a light to get over to here. That's a fine roundabout. Okay. You go there. How are we looking? Got cars and driveways here, cars and driveways here, cars and driveways here, cars and driveways up here. Yes, although could probably do with a few more. Remind me that I just wasted 5 road tiles doing that thing, if and when I wind up needing more road. My pinks are stretched a little thin, because I've got like 3 pinks here who aren't doing anything. So that's suboptimal. You go there. Give me another bridge and 20. Thank you. This intersection right here is proving to be kind of a lot, actually. And it's only going to be more of a lot soon. Can I sneak around about? No. I was thinking maybe sneak around about in here somewhere, but that does not appear to be helpful. So, let's see. Because, like, ideally, I'd pull this road away from this neighborhood, but I don't really see how to do that. So I might not be able to do that. If we can't do that, well, that's just a shame. That's just a GD shame. Here, why don't you two get onto that road so you can swing up into here and deal with that nonsense. You two can come down here. Yeah, we're gonna have just an intersection there. That's gonna have to be fine. Here, you do a traffic light there. I guess that makes sense. You go there. You go there. You go there, and now these yellow guys are last line of resort for this circle or this business up here. Again, not perfect, and actually not actually that good, but what else I can do is this, and then traffic light there, so that this yellow guy, and maybe actually these yellow guys, can voop up over to here. Okay, that's long, complicated, and stupid. Everybody go? I think everybody go. Everybody go. Let's see what happens. Nothing good's gonna happen. I'm gonna wager that, but more yellow support is good. Less yellow traffic on this road is good. Okay, so this business is angry. The purples in general are angry. Purples in general not having a good time. Okay. I can see that. How do I want to fix that? Also, similar issue. How do I get more help over here for this circle? Because now it has 3, 3 houses. I could just... Honestly, I could just move the motorway up to, like, here. Boom. Boom. Like so. Yeah, the motorway can just go there. These 3 guys can just kind of not be helpful anymore. That might be the thing to do. Now, purple guys. Yeah, the purples are mad because they have to go through this crowded yellow neighborhood. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Crowded yellow neighborhood, oh doo-dah day. So, the thing to do about that is possibly to disconnect them from the experience of that yellow neighborhood. And instead, run them straight down here into an intersection right there. Now that, just introducing that concept may well have killed this purple business. So, let's swipe back the road I put up here. You go here, you go traffic light right there, and hopefully this works out. If it doesn't, well, it doesn't. Rest in peace, tree. Here, you go there, you come here, you point there, you point there. Okay, now my dark blues are mad. Why are my dark blues mad? Same reason my purples were mad. Too much traffic dealing with the yellow houses. Yeah. Running a whole bunch of traffic through a crowded neighborhood is not a good idea. You know, as much as you can, you should have, you know, travel roads for people making long trips, but also just residential neighborhoods. So, is there any way I can encourage usage of this road? Although that's going to run into the same problem. It's going to run into the same problem. Yeah, I think we're just going to have to... Oh, boy. Okay, well... You know, I was just saying let's not send people here, but I guess we have to send people here now. So, if these blue guys want, they can come through down here, into here, all the way over to here. They're going to have to do that at some point. Here, you spawn. Yeah, you're immediately trying to get traffic out here, which is not a good sign. Oh, look. More bullshit. Okay. Well, this traffic light is getting replaced with a roundabout, and we're doing that, and once I have more road, we'll get down there. But, you know, we have more pressing concerns, by which I mean more angry dark blue guys. Okay. So you caught up here, you caught up here. Is this actually okay? Are we doing better now? I think we might be doing better now. Here, give me 2 roundabouts, just so I have more somethings. Ooh, pink business here is great, because these 3 pink houses weren't actually doing anything. Yeah, they weren't doing nothing at all. Feels like they were doing nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Stupid sexy Flanders. Here. You come here. You go there. Alright. Now, this circle right here is very well supported. Great. You come down there. That's going to be okay. You're fine. You 4, I don't have anything for you to do. Sorry about that. Alright, how's this looking? This in here, looking good. Feeling fine. The chat is only emotes. Redeemed Crabbrave for 250 goog bucks. Thank you. The chat is only emotes for the impromptu Crabbrave dance party. Did I just say Crabbrave? I think I just said Crabbrave. Crabbrave is what a martial arts practitioner goes to when he wants to fight people and dance. The chat is not only emotes. I kind of figured, I was like, I never said it to that. But thank you, the chat is only emotes, for coming in and, oh hey, look. I wonder how long you've existed and been a terrible nightmare. Let's see, we've got This light blue guy right here, who needs to get well, we need to get guys over to here. Thing to do is to get light blue guys rather, onto this road, which, oh boy. Oh that's not a great sign. Oh, you changed your name and they didn't even notice, and you have to wait 3 months to change it again. Oh no. Oh, the chat is only emotes. Who were you? Rip the chat is only emotes. Is that Sam? That might be Samurai Sam. There's a life lesson in here, which is that life is pain. You're not wrong, sports fun. Okay, how do we get light blue guys over here? Well, at present, we already do. Because I've got these guys and these guys and this guy who can do that. This might just be okay. Now, that's going to make this roundabout even busier, but I think that roundabout can stand to be a little bit busier. I think that roundabout might just be okay. I hope I'm right about that. The real question is, are these light blue guys just going to be okay? Which, who knows? All right, give me another bridge. Okay, this traffic light was a decent stopgap, but I really need more flow and separation here, somehow. How am I going to get that? Like, I need these yellow guys to be directed directly over to here, and I need these purple guys to be directed directly into here. Maybe the answer is a roundabout up here. Hold on. What if, instead of this bridge here, all of this road builds to a bridge right here, goes in here, we put a roundabout right there, you go into the roundabout, down to here, there's a spur that goes out here, there's another spur that goes out here. So now you go in there, you yellow guys come in here, go out there. Oof. This is either gonna fix everything or be the thing that kills me. And given that I'm running a whole bunch of traffic through a single roundabout, I know which one I think it's gonna be. But let's find out, huh? I mean, the real answer is that everything's gonna die before it gets to this point, just because it's mad that it had to slow down for a second. That's what's really gonna happen. Good morning, Henry CS. Always good to see you here. You come up there. All right, this purple guy, yeah, this guy's instantly mad. Instantly mad. Instant regret. Instant regret. Look at all of these purple guys. Look at all these purple fellas. Look at how they can't get anywhere because they're trapped in the roundabout. Oh, look, I ran everything through a single roundabout and then immediately died. Sad, 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 sad times. 1,469 commuters on my roads. That feels like a decent score. Top 15%. I'll take it. I'll take it. Beat Fishingworth. Did not beat Sam the Samurai. What are you going to do? You take what you get. All right. Let's bring in today's a Wordle. Like so. We'll do a Wordle. We'll gush more about Dynamite, which had the debut of Switchblade Jay White, who is, I'm reliably told, a very good wrestler. The debut of Limitless Keith Lee, who looked about 95% as good as I remember Keith Lee being. The other 5% is, it's been a few years since I saw Keith Lee be great, and he's slower and larger than I recall, which are bad things given he's a wrestler in his late 30s, but you know, he's Keith Lee. His gimmick has always been that he's fucking enormous and also very agile, and last night he looked fucking enormous and pretty agile. Yes, the chat is only emotes. I do use Opera. I like Opera. It's a good browser. It's less of a resource hog than Chrome, which makes it unfortunate that I have to use Chrome for work, but I also have to use Internet Explorer for work, so it could be worse, is what I'm saying. Opera GX, is there a difference? GX is just like gaming opera, right? Anyway, let's do today's Wordle, and for the hell of it, and because it's a decent opening word, it's got 3 vowels and an R in it, here's opera. Opera is our first word. Okay. That actually helped a lot. It could be peach, right? Whenever I get that first letter right, especially on like an early guess, I have the slight little thought of, oh my God, I nailed it. Oh my God, I got it exactly right. That is not what happened here, but you know. Okay, so maybe it's PA. All right, thank you for being here. The chat is only emotes. We look forward to me having the terrifying thought of, oh God, did I turn on emote only mode for the next 3 months? Thanks for being here. Oh God. All right, what are we going to do here? It could be, I mean, there's no guarantee that the A is the second letter, because the A could also be the 4th letter, but that doesn't make any sense. All right, it can't be parka for many reasons. It can't be, I mean, there's no reason it can't be PAL something, aside from the fact that, what the hell, I mean, it's not going to be palms, because Wordle does not have plural 4-letter words. Like, it's not, the Wordle will never be, or at least previous iterations of Wordle, until the New York Times gets around to changing it. Let's say that. Until the Times gets around to changing it, it will not be a singular 4-letter noun with an S. That's not how Wordle works. But we did learn that there is an S in the word, so that's something. So PAS, and there's also an E somewhere, so palms was actually a terrible guess. PAS. PA something SE, maybe? Oh, it could be pause, right? Hey, it was pause. Okay. So there we go. That was today's Wordle. We've done a level of Mini Motorways. Let's just talk a little bit more about how good Dynamite was, because I feel like I haven't done it justice. There was, again, the debut of Jay White, which is really cool. It's just, you know, he's a guy who's been talking about being in AEW. He's a guy who AEW fans really fucking love. He's a guy who has an interesting connection to a bunch of AEW wrestlers, because he's like the leader, I think, of Bullet Club now, and the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, Adam Cole, they all used to be in Bullet Club, so there's, you know, tension there, and they had a segment about it on Dynamite. But also the debut of Keith Lee, who looked really good and was amazingly over, so that's cool. You had a fun little segment with Serena Deeb. You had a fun opening promo with MJF and the Pinnacle. There was a great tag match in the middle of the show with FTR versus CM Punk and Jon Moxley, who, when I started that sentence, I was going to call Dean Ambrose for some god-awful reason, but then I remembered his actual wrestling name now. That match was great. It was fun. It was like only 2 minutes too long, which is shorter than most FTR matches in terms of being too long. You had the debut of Katie Arquette, who got killed by Serena Deeb, but there was you had a really fun Goldberg with kip-ups versus actual good wrestler match with Jade Cargill versus AQA. And, listen, my position as I tend to think that I have good taste and make good judgments when it comes to professional wrestlers. And about 2 months ago, I made the judgment that Jade Cargill was just irredeemable trash and a bad wrestler and never going to be a good wrestler. And that decision does not appear to have been terribly smart. My foundation on that decision is a little rocky, not gonna lie. Kind of feel like I might have built on a house of sand, but, I can get away with calling her Goldberg with kip-ups for a while, and then in a while she'll probably actually be a good wrestler, and then I'll have to start being the guy who used to think that Jade Cargill was bad, and I'll have to start defending the position that I was right, and then she got better and I was slow to adapt. But, for right now I can just call her Goldberg with kip-ups, and it's fine, because she's basically Goldberg, except she can do kip-ups. Anyway, that match was really cool. AEW should sign AQA like yesterday. You're gonna be me. No. Okay. Sports Pun and I both thought that Jade Cargill was just terrible and never going to be any good. And it turns out that right now she's, again, Goldberg with kip-ups, which, listen, Goldberg made a hell of a lot of money. So a Goldberg that can do kip-ups is at least an intriguing property for a wrestling organization. And at the very least, possibly a good wrestler. So there's that. Anyway, yes, AEW should sign AQA like yesterday. What else? Of course, and here's the problem with AEW. So many things are happening that you forget the fucking world champion. I almost forgot the fucking world championship match last night, which had Hangman Adam Page and Lance Archer in a fucking bloodbath, because that's just what you do on Dynamite every month or so. It's like, oh, hey, we haven't had a ridiculous bloodbath main event. Well, let's have ourselves a ridiculous bloodbath main event where the world champion's face is covered halfway, like the entire right side of his face is just covered in blood. And then, with the entire right side of his face covered in blood, he does a fucking flip over the referee and clotheslines somebody. That's cool. Proud and Powerful are going to face the worst 2 wrestlers in the Inner Circle. That's true. But hey, the worst 2 wrestlers in the Inner Circle are Chris Jericho, who's super over and knows how to lay out a match, and Jake Hager, who can do stuff and can be led through a match. And they're going to be facing Proud and Powerful, who are a legitimate great tag team, so that match is probably going to be really fun and good. And I kind of think Proud and Powerful are going to win. It would be weird if they didn't. Like, this whole Inner Circle program, I've been kind of tired of Jericho for a while, and part of it is just, like, they've had to improvise with this program because Eddie Kingston got hurt. It was originally supposed to lead to a Jericho-Eddie Kingston feud, and now it sort of still is a Jericho-Eddie Kingston feud, but Eddie Kingston isn't around, so Santana and Ortiz are acting as Kingston's proxies, and I think the crowd very much wants Jericho to be the heel in this arrangement, but I don't think they want the Inner Circle to break up, and they don't want the rest of the Inner Circle to turn heel. So it's an interesting and weird dynamic. The crowd at times doesn't know who they're supposed to cheer for, even though they want to just cheer Santana and Ortiz and boo Jericho. But at the same time, Jericho is still really charismatic, still has probably the best entrance music in AEW, just because of the Judas gimmick. It's either him or Punk. But anyway, AEW Dynamite is a fucking great wrestling TV show. And if you are ever even considering that you might want to get in on the ground floor on professional wrestling, what about the boom? They're doing Adam Cole and Adam Page at the pay-per-view. And that's good, and it's going to be a great match. I'm a little surprised because I figured Cole would be the guy to take the title off of Paige instead of one of the guys who loses to Paige in the buildup of Paige's title reign. What about the Boom as far as your music ranking? I don't like Adam Cole's music. It's fine. It's catchy. It has a good drop. Like, it builds to a big, he points to himself and he says boom, and the crowd goes boom. That's nice. That's in the open of Dynamite now. That's cool. The song itself is nothing. I miss the Undisputed Era theme. The Undisputed Era theme was better. Anyway, we have gushed enough about AEW Dynamite. If you ever want to watch professional wrestling or have the idea, hey, I'm going to check this out, see what it's all about, just watch whatever the next episode of Dynamite is. Because it's all... AEW Dynamite, pretty much for the last 2 years or so, operates on a spectrum, right? The worst episodes of Dynamite are going to be, okay, kind of boring, not much happening, crowd's a little flat, matches are fine, stories are advanced, your intelligence is almost never insulted, nothing cringeworthy awful happens, but, the worst episodes of Dynamite are just boring and forgettable, and that's a shame. But those are the worst episodes of Dynamite. The best episodes of Dynamite fucking rule. And last night's episode of Dynamite fucking ruled. All right, that's going to be it for today. Later today, for the folks on YouTube, there will be another episode of The Outer Worlds as we continue the adventures of Fallout New Vegas. In space! And that's going to be a lot of fun. I will be back here on Twitch tonight playing more Hades. I love Hades. Hades is a great game. We are playing Hades. We are eagerly awaiting the release of Horizon Forbidden West, which is coming out next Friday. Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun. But again, for now, for the folks on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye-bye.